Hello, all. Welcome in, Royals. On your way in, make sure that you say hello, subscribe, and
Hello, all.
share
Welcome
the
in,
live.
Royals, on your way.
Hold on. And share the live. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I'm coming over from one live to this live, but thank you for showing up. Again, make sure you share the live on the way in. Happy Taco Tuesday. Guess what I had today, y'all? In honor of Renee's court date, I had Chipotle. And let me tell you why I had Chipotle. Because y'all people out there talking about, I just can't eat Chipotle because Brene ate it. If y'all don't quit letting this stuff take over your whole life, these parasocial relationships is getting out of control. And yes, I use that word because I looked it up and I would have been today. Anyway, today is case number 48. I'm going to have our co-host introduce herself, and then we are going to start after we jump into the disclaimer. So tonight we have blackmail, babies, and blinds open. Child, these cases don't have sense, and neither do these people. Co-host, introduce yourself.
I know, right? I can't wait, y'all. It's Dizzy Des Delicious, honey, and I am here to slay these nails and these opinions. Happy Tuesday. I ain't eating Taco Tuesday today, baby. I'm eating some real country bumpkin food. Thank you.
And what is that?
Smothered. What we eating? Smothered hamburger steaks with gravy and mashed potatoes and string beans and some dinner rolls.
Mm,
hmm And
yummy,
I'm starving.
yummy, yummy. Mm-hmm. Just
hmm
so tonight, let's see. The opening questions to get your mind going for what tonight's show is going to be is: if your best friend threatens to expose you, is that still your friend? Best friend.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Can love come back after cheating, or once it's gone, it's gone? Tonight we got a Uno reverse. I'm trying to tell you. And
Hmm.
then the last one is: if your man is window shopping, do you tell the person on the inside of the store to shop, or do you tell your man to stop looking in people's windows? Baby, let's talk about it.
Oh, clocker, Tia. Oh, I got two story times for you today, baby. Two. You just made me think of the second one right now when you said that. You ready for it?
Let me read the disclaimer
You
and
ain't ready. Okay. I'll
yes,
wait. I'll
I
wait.
am proud. Nope, I'm reading the disclaimer, and then yes, I will allow you to do yours
Thank
first,
you.
and then we close. So tonight, let's see. This show is for entertainment, commentary, and educational purposes only. All opinions are expressed based on alleged and based on publicly shared stories. We do not verify the accuracy of such submissions. Your discretion is advised because some of these situations might hit a little too close to home, and that could be for any of us. I don't care about your heart being on the sleeve because, child, my heart is on my sleeve and it's been crumbled, burned, and threw away. And guess what I did? I picked that motherfucker up and put some Gorilla Glue on it, and I'm just fine. Use Gorilla Glue. I don't know. Here's a promo for Gorilla Glue. So let's jump into the story.
I'm hollering, not the Gorilla Glue. I know that's real. Gorilla Glue works too, though. As long as you ain't putting it on your forehead, we good. I'm just saying, don't put it on your forehead or your eyes, and I ain't, we okay.
Or don't do a
Anywho,
bun with it, like that one lady.
okay, please stop putting it in places that is very much irritated
Mm-hmm.
by breathing on it. Okay, stop playing.
Okay, go ahead. So tell us what story.
So, y'all, let me tell you. Story time number one. What was that?
Hold on, you guys. Somebody is really interrupting. I'm gonna need people
So
to.
anyway, I apologize. So anywho, what was you just telling me about? What did you just say before you read that disclaimer?
You
You
want
remember?
you want me to
Do you
remember?
remember? Do you
Oh,
remember?
like was it me talking about the trigger question part?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it was: if a best friend threatens to expose you, is that still your friend? If your boo thing is window shopping, is it the person on the inside's problem, or is it the problem that your boo thing is?
Okay. So let's talk about it, y'all. Because that's what made me think about it. It has nothing to do with that, but something to do with that. So I have a client sitting in my chair. We're having a good time. We're talking. Then I have this person's family member come and pick them up. And I used to talk to the family member. Okay. So family member sees the next client comes in and literally starts getting his little Mac on. Then turns around and hands this lady his phone and puts his number in it.
In
And
front of
I'm
you?
like, huh?
In front of you?
In front of me. And I'm like, you're
We can't hear you. You keep on going on mute.
I apologize. So I'm like, I know you lying. I know you not being a hoe in my face.
Mhm.
And I keep saying it. My client looking at me like, D, why are you tripping? I said, y'all being a little aggressive so far. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing a lot right now in my face. I was like, you couldn't have pulled her outside and played your part correctly. I know fuck well you do not believe that I'm finna let you give my client your number and not tell her that we have history, sir.
So she didn't know.
We,
It wasn't her
she
fault.
didn't have no clue. She over here thinking I'm being a hater, of course. And I'm like, baby, this that Bama shit. I ain't nobody's hater. And I don't want nobody's man. Okay. And I don't even want a man at this point. So I'm steady saying, you're pulling hoe moves in my face. Like I'm saying it out loud. And my client is so also a friend. She's not just a client. Because if she was just a client, I probably wouldn't have said nothing. But we cool, we hang out. You're at my house right now, and it wasn't for a service. You see what I'm saying? We chilling. And so I'm looking at him, and she looking at me. She like, D, why you tripping? And I'm looking at him like, nigga, I know you lying in my face. You're gonna do that? That's what we're doing today. So that yeah, that's how we started my lunch break with
Today?
that. Today. When I tell you today is today. Yesterday, when I said I had a story time, that happened yesterday. I mean, no, that happened Saturday. My shit be happening every day, friend. I'm always popping. Like, cause stuff is always extra. And perception is a son of a gun. And when people don't perceive you well, they always look for the lesser to get out of a situation. So I had a client that comes to see me. She's a brand new client. I took her at 7 a.m. You know, I charge extra for that. I charge extra for staying early, coming early. I charge extra for staying late or working on my off
Is
days.
this a new story?
News story, because
Okay.
bump
No,
that.
no, ma'am. You do not get to tell stories and then we speed past. You want to know,
Oh, my bad. My bad. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. Cause
are you the asshole?
am I? Am I the asshole?
So, what question is, what is your question? Are you the asshole?
Oh,
Are
am I the asshole? My bad.
you being a
For stopping, for checking him, for giving her that number and letting her know that there was history once he left. Am I the asshole?
you are
Should
not.
I have kept that to myself?
No, you are not the asshole. The only way you're the asshole is, do you like him or something?
No. It was just principle that I do your whole fucking family's nails and you're standing in my face flirting with someone else. You could have took her outside. You could have asked her to talk to, you could have spoke to her outside. You're in my workspace hollering at my client in my face. I don't think that's cool.
Okay. So then my other question would be, if you don't want to deal with him, but he does the family's nails, why was he inside your house? I missed that part.
Picking up his niece from getting her nails done.
So he could have pulled up and his niece could have came outside, but he chose to.
Correct. You had no reason to even, you came in to speak because I thought we were cool, but I don't think that's cool. And
So
I
my,
don't have a problem with you talking to someone else. I have a problem with you thinking you should do it in my face.
but my question is, so the comments are saying it's the principality of the situation.
Correct.
I'm on the border. If you two have talked and you said you don't, if a person has talked and you say you don't want him, then I don't think you should care what they do. But on the other hand,
If
if
my client wasn't my friend, I wouldn't have cared.
the client is the friend, that's
The
true.
client is a friend.
Client
And
is,
therefore, I know that we gonna hang out and that
yeah.
nigga can't come. He cannot come.
So this is why, this is the only, let me tell you why, the reason why I'm processing it this way. Because at those hours at that time, it's her business. So it's a business. He could walk in and speak to whomever he wants. To me, is better based on, I don't know. I have exes that I don't care about doing things like that with. So not even somebody that I just talked to or tried to pursue me and I said no. So for me, it's different. I wouldn't give a fuck. I really wouldn't. However, um, later I would have told him, like in a joking manner, like, don't do that shit in my business. I wouldn't have got mad. Don't do that shit in my business, blah, 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 if he didn't know. And then when he left, I'd be like, girl, I used to talk to him. I just want you to know that in advance, but I'm okay if he talks to anybody. Like, I don't think it
And
would
that's exactly what I did. I
have. Oh,
did exactly that because I don't play.
yeah, that's fine.
Hey, girl, I don't care what you do. I just don't want you feeling funny, and I don't want it to be weird
But if
if
you
he
bring
is
it up later. Right.
right. I don't want to do that. So let me tell you upfront and personal. The only reason I'm talking shit to this Negro is because he should have did that out of my face, and I wouldn't have known, and I
It's
wouldn't have cared
in that part. And that's where I'm going
because
to,
I wouldn't have cared out of my face. In my face, you're
that's the
doing too
part
much.
where I'm going to keep stopping you. The question is, are you an asshole? Yes, for that.
Yeah,
Because,
maybe so.
because you come off as the type of person that does not care. You say it out of your mouth 67
Because
times.
I
So
really don't.
then either you do care or you don't. You're being very Taurus right now. Because
Because
if you
I'm a bull, baby. I think, let me tell you, let me be clear. Okay, hold on. Because I got
oh,
it
it's
for you
real
right
clear.
now.
We're not going to spend a lot of time on your story because you get to keep adding more to your story. We're going
No,
to
it's
take
not going to be
it.
adding more. It's very simple. I'm a
Okay.
bull and I'm territorial, and I don't like the
But you
idea
don't
that you
be
playing with something I played with.
that's not yours. And that's why I know what you're doing. And no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to slide somebody to the left and tell them, I know your mouth. You don't get to say, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you, nigga. I don't care. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. He coming to talk to somebody else. I know you're not going to do this shit in front of me. What difference do it make? You
No,
don't like
he
him.
didn't come to talk to her. She walked in while he was there, and now you,
How the exchange happened. I don't care. Either you care or
okay,
you don't. And you do care, but you have your frame around how you care. So that's why I said yes, whether you care not a little bit or you think you don't care and then something does bother you, we always have the opportunity, especially when you cool with somebody. That's the lesson in this. If I tell somebody I don't care today, but maybe on that one day it's that one person that they did it, how they did it, whatever. I have the right to say, you know what, going forward, this does make me uncomfortable. Can you not do it in front of me? I don't care if you do it. I don't care what happens. But can you not do it in front of me? And can you refrain away from the people around me? Because I don't want it around me either. You have the right to do that. In that way, are you an
okay.
asshole? Hell no. Absolutely not. But that's why I said, oh, if you just told him like this, then it's fine. But if you upset and thinking he a fuck boy for doing some stuff like that, he's not. That's
Well,
the
I'm
only.
not that upset. I just think that was a fuck boy move, though.
It's not.
How
It's not.
it's not?
I just told
Okay, well,
you why.
that's your opinion. That's why our opinions are fucking free. Because I feel like
So
fuck
do you
him.
want to learn or not? Because you need to learn. I'm trying to teach you.
What am I supposed to learn? I feel like the stupid ass people who really be writing the stories, baby. Because what
Yes.
the fuck? What the
So the
fuck?
lesson is either you do or don't. And if you realize that you do, then you update them with the do and they didn't fuck up until they don't. That's the
Right. Okay, babe. Well,
oh,
be my bestie and be the bestie you supposed to be for me because you already know how this is going in my brain. Okay,
you.
don't play like you don't know me. You
Girl,
know me well, and
and
I'm
I'm
like,
afraid. I'm
bitch.
afraid for
And
him.
and I appreciate you telling me the truth. I'll think about it later, and I'll cool out, and I'll chill out, and I'll rehash this thought process. But for now, I did not appreciate that shit.
And that's okay. And
Okay, thank you.
yeah, that's okay. Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could change. Stuff we can all say things don't bother us. We think we're prepared, whatever. And it could go right 90% of the time. And it might be that 1% that you like, damn, now that it's in my face and I actually have to deal with it. Okay, that does bother me, but let me make sure I update the other person or sibling, parent. It could be anybody. That's what you're supposed to do. After you update them, if they violate you again, then you cuss them out. Because the fuck? Mm. But make sure your words match what your delivery is. That
I
part.
try.
That
I
part.
really do.
he was in Charlotte's Web, did he?
I actually believe in my heart of hearts I handled it well.
I
Like
believe you.
I didn't really. I'm upset about it on the inside, right? But on the outside, I stay professional because this is my job. I can't even really snap on you, boy. But don't bring your black ass back up in here with that bullshit because I don't appreciate that. Do that
Right,
shit outside.
right,
I don't care. Do it outside.
right.
And as that being my friend, I just did what I felt I would do to any friend, which was be honest. I had to be honest with her. And I don't care. Like I told her, you are welcome to fool with him. But I felt like as a friend, I owed you that information if you are going to do that.
Can you imagine y'all? So hard stop right here. That's what you're supposed to do. Even if it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing, just so that like if her and the dude, let's say, is out on a date, and then he like, oh, you try to make it a bigger deal because we all know people there's drama. I just
Mm-hmm.
know, me and such used to talk. The person brain immediately go back like, dang, why they didn't tell me? It must be something else. Then your brain gets to going like, what are the reasons why this person wouldn't tell me? To
Mm-hmm.
whatever. No, you always communicate and head off anything that could turn into a problem, especially where there doesn't need to be one, but it could be if you don't just divulge the information. It's not that
I'm
big of
such a terrible person, baby. Let me tell you how I think about all of it. I think about my friend, then I think about that's my client, and I think about that's how I pay my bills.
you're not gonna mess up.
I'm not gonna play with the person that pays me. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do that.
Not at all.
I
Okay.
ain't too big to apologize or none of that. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
not too big. Just have a moment.
not at all. Okay, so let's get into one of the case studies and then we will circle back around. So,
I love you for that.
in a call center environment, that's called pace and call control. Here we go. The next story is bestie or blackmail. Mm-hmm. Apologize or I'll expose you. Oh, you got the wrong one today. Here we go. Am I the asshole for refusing to give in after my friend tried to blackmail me over something embarrassing? I, 21 female, have close friend, 22 female, who I've known for years. We've shared a lot with each other, including some pretty embarrassing stuff you'd normally only trust your closest friends with. A few weeks ago, we got into a serious argument over something unrelated, and things got really tense between us. Out of nowhere, she texts me saying that if I don't apologize and fix things, she might end up sharing a private video of me from a couple of years ago. Bitch, share it. If nothing illegal, it's nothing illegal or anything, just something really embarrassing that I trusted her to keep private. Get her the fuck away from you. Who saves something like that? At first, I thought she was joking, but she doubled down and basically said, I'm just saying, people would see you differently. It'd be the people closest to you that be ready to pounce.
Mm.
That completely changed how I see her. Instead of apologizing, I told her if she shares anything, I'll cut her off permanently and deal with whatever comes, period. Because you don't let a kidnapper take you from where you are. You don't let a motherfucker.
Mm.
You let him expose it and deal with the shit now. It's much cheaper. And you let have less high BP. I'm just saying. I
Mm.
also told her that trying to use something like that against me says more about her than it does about me. Smart girl. Now she's saying I'm overreacting and that she wouldn't actually do it. Yes, she was. And that I'm throwing away a friendship over one heated moment. Heated or not, you snake ass bitch, your brain shouldn't have went there. Some mutual friends think I should just apologize and keep the peace to avoid the risk. Got me fucked up. While others think what I did while others think what she did crossed the line and you can't come back from that. I'm honestly shaken that someone I trusted would even think to use something like that against me. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize and risking her actually going through with it?
Mm.
Mic drop.
Mm. Mm. Baby, bye. No, you're not the asshole. You did good, but
Very.
baby, she's trying to start a fight.
This is the best part. This is where she slam dunked this shit for me. This is where she slam dunked it. 20-year-old female. I'm very proud of you. This is where you slam dunked it. You told her, I told her if she shares anything, I'll cut her off permanently and deal with whatever comes with it, period. And you also
Period.
told her, and you also told her sharing the video means more about her. What did you say? I also told her that trying to use something like that against me says way more about her than it does about me. Period. You were raised
Mm,
because it does. Because guess what will happen? I don't care how embarrassing you think it is or anything like that. What it will is you take the power because it will show. It will show what kind of
mhm,
person she is. And what she can't do is get away from that. So immediately when the shit comes out, you take it and you reshare it your motherfucking self. And when you reshare, you say, you see how people will do to you in my most vulnerable moment. When I
mm,
something like that happened to me, this person shared it, saved it all of these years so that one day she could use it against me. Be careful who you have around you, and I'll be more careful going forward. The only time.
period.
So whatever mistake you made at 21, so you're 21. You didn't kill somebody. So what? I don't care if he was naked outside dancing on a pole, twerking with your whole vagina showing. I don't care. So people have bodies all the time. Do you want that to happen? No, you don't. But you don't ever allow somebody to use something against you. Fuck her and get her to fuck away from you forever too. And make sure those friends that also sided with her, discard them too, because they'll do the same shit. You should apologize.
Hmm.
Damn,
Hmm.
I don't understand.
And then apologize for what?
They think
I,
you should apologize to avoid the risk. So the problem I have with that, apologize to keep the peace and avoid the risk. You mean keep your life peaceful? Like, are they scared for you? Are they a scared type person? If that's the case, then okay. They're not siding with her. What they're saying is, don't even just let it happen to you. They want
mhm.
you to remain.
Mhm.
So if that's the way it was said, then I get that. That especially at that age, hell, at any age, they just want you to stay safe. But the ones that are saying, while others think she crossed the line and can't come back from it, ride with them. Those are your riders. I don't think she's going to do it though, because you called her bluff. What she thought was she was going to be able to hang that over your head, and then going forward, she was going to hang not only that, but more things over your head. She was absolutely serious. That's why the fuck she doubled down.
Mhm.
But you didn't take the bait. And so she was like in fight or flight. Oh, let me pretend like I was playing and put it back on her. Because how does she tell you overreacting? Instead of saying, girl, I was just playing to see what you would say. I don't think you should play with anything like that. That's just me. But she didn't, not only did she, I was just playing the situation, then you're overreacting. How dare you tell somebody they overreacting when you did something like that? That's like pulling a prank and set somebody's feet on fire and tell them they overreacting because they screamed.
Right. Like you sound crazy.
Mm-mm. It's going
Stop
to come
your
out anyway.
shenanigans.
Maybe. Or I would tell them first. Oh,
Yeah, I don't
there.
really like to let people hold
Always
nothing over my head.
tell your business if someone decides to use it against you. Correct. So it's a video though. So she could, in this age of social media shit, if you really think it's gonna happen, you could say there was a video out there of me doing something that I'm not proud of, but at the same time, either own it. I was young and I had fun. Um, it's an experience I wouldn't take back. That's one of those bucket list things I never do. Like take ownership over it, even if that's not what you really mean. Just do it, and then that way the video becomes null and void as well.
Correct.
And if she puts it out when you said something, if it's anything related to corn, that's called revenge. You can sue her ass. Look it up in your state. That's not legal advice. It's just legally what I would do. Mhm. Let her know. And I'll see you in court, you raggedy bitch. And then throw a fruit at her. What was that fruit the guy threw on Waiting to Excel when he threw it at the balcony when he said raggedy bitch? What was it, an orange?
Was it an orange or an apple? I think
I
it was an
don't
orange.
know. I think it was an orange too. Yeah, go get an orange and a banana. Since she wants to be a part of a zoo, throw peanuts at her too. because she got the brain of an elephant.
I'm hollering, and I agree with that.
Hmm. Yeah, torment the little.
And I don't really like that. Like, what kind of friend are you? I don't never I'm never too cool with a friend who wants to throw something up in my face about anything because they're not getting their way with me. I don't like that. I don't like that. When you don't get your way with me, you want to trash me. You want to bully me. How dare you? So no, we good. This friendship dead. And you clearly was never my friend, and that was always something you was keeping in your bag about me so that you could have something to hang over my head. See, I read deeper into things every time because I always know a fuck nigga when I hear one, and when I hear it, it let me know that you plotted out, you thought out, and you ain't shit, and you're jealous of what who knows.
Hard pause right there. You're right. I'm not. I'm only going to say this one thing. You go back to what you're saying. I'm narrating for you.
Thank you, baby.
Where is? Oh, um, she basically doubled down and said, "I'm just saying, people would see you differently.
Mm-hmm. So why, but why you didn't even just delete that shit?
Why you
Why
want to?
you still got it?
Do they think the girl is so amazing and you don't? Are you upset that a lot of people like her, like Dad said? Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want them
You
to see
is.
her differently? One thing does not make all of who she is change. They're not going to instantaneously see this girl different because one thing happened.
And one thing I know for sure, unless that baby was over here Chester the molester somewhere,
Right.
if she wasn't doing none of that, most people gonna like her even more for the fuck shit you finna try to
Just
tell on
saying.
her with your dumb ass.
They're going to be like, YOLO.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to end up working in your favor.
It's gonna work in your favor, biscuit. Don't even worry about it.
At that age period, it could be you throwing up being drunk. I got pictures all like that, child. That's what you're supposed to do at that age if that's what you want to do. You don't get it right. You drank too much. You shouldn't have took that last shot. You didn't eat before you drank. Um, all of that. You walked into the house and that y'all was sharing a space and it's all girls. And before you knew it, you was walking around in just your bra and panties because you was hot. You're supposed to be able to do that kind of stuff in front of your friends. The problem is the person that recorded. Why? In spaces like that, we don't record each other. Did we used to take pictures? Yes, but
Exactly.
not a bad picture. We took the picture after you got in the bed and you hanging out like this, or um, we cover you up and you could show that you got one leg in your pants and one leg out of your pants, or you got two different shoes on. I have one with two different shoes on. No,
Exactly.
stuff like that that insidious
Friendly shit.
that shows
Friendly
like
shit.
we just had an amazing time. Look, this person fell asleep first. Look at him. Wig crooked, eyelash up here. Like stuff like that is memories. It's so fun. It's memories. But you would not take a picture if the person didn't have no hair on this side and they wig moved back and you like, now I'm finna show everybody she don't have edges. Like you didn't do shit. That's the mean motherfuckers that you keep away from because they was never your friends. But if your wig is crooked but nothing looks bad, you still look pretty, you take that picture because you like she was so bent. Her girl, you done twisted your wig, and you keep that for y'all internal. I got scrapbooks. We had a ball,
I
child.
mean, when I tell you,
We had
you
a
would think I had no life whatsoever, according to what I would post compared to what's in my
right,
phone. What's
right,
in my phone, if you wasn't there,
right.
you don't need to know.
Period. Or look at this fool. She done jumped in the pool in her whole dress because she talking about
Right. I
right
send you
now.
those pictures. Like when I say, okay, it's your birthday. And I want to throw back some memories. I'm gonna send you a little album of what we used to do.
Yep,
I
yep,
am not posting that nowhere though. That's coming directly to you. If you want to share it, that's on you.
right. Do you know how many of those I got for my birthday this year? Because chat,
Exactly.
they're like, oh, Asia, I didn't know you could still twerk. I didn't know I could either. That was that 1800 because my back is real bad. Yeah, that was that 1800. But yes, you absolutely have a blast. These motherfuckers is crazy. So, final verdict on this one with the friend that wants to blackmail the girl. So, question, Bestie, oh my God, is there still a friendship?
Nope. And under no circumstances will you call this hoe your friend ever again? That word should no longer come out your mouth, including her name. That don't go together. That behavior does not claim friendship. I mean, you know what? I'm so sick of folks just wanting to have a title. You title-matic people. That's not your friend. A
I,
friend shows thyself friendly, not threatening.
right. Your
That is
friend's supposed to be like
disgusting.
the third eye. You should never even have to worry about stuff. Like, I'm that type of person that once I call you a friend or once I call you a particular person, even with the people that I've met on social media, and it's probably 4 or 5, it's very small in this long time that I've been on social media. Um, I just opened myself up to friendships, but I don't give away titles for no reason. And when I give them away, if somebody else tells me something about them, I'm like, if that's not who I've seen, I'm gonna ask them first. And I'm not coming on no accusatory shit, no shit like that. It's like, that's not what I've seen from this person. What did you do to the person? I'm not automatically, you could show me proof, and I'm still going to ask questions. But I need everybody to know that comes from my background also. I'm an investigator in real life. Like, that is my career. Because I've seen something look completely normal and we going with the flow, like, okay, we got it, this investigation is wrapped up or whatever, and that one component comes in and says, well, actually, I was there, and here's the video footage. And we like, but we have pictures, but you didn't have video. So you didn't saw what happened before that, during that, after that. You didn't see the context. You didn't allow the person to explain, and you thought this was an open and shut termination, and it wasn't. I'm just saying, you have to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially for your people. It ain't a fuck thing you could tell me about my people. Now, if you tell me that Des cussed you out and all you said was one word, I'm gonna believe you. If somebody says, Madam cussed me out and all I said was this, I'm gonna say it was a little more behind all I said. Because did you say, most people would say, what did you tell her? Because if you
Because
said,
folks be lying
and they be throwing in them key words like, oh, it was
and trying to master manipulate a
her.
conversation.
Yeah, I just told her that I like her little show. You told her you like her little.
Little so.
You feel me? Like, you did what you did. Stop throwing rocks and hiding your hands, bitch. You know what you did. She know what you did, and she handled it accordingly. Now she don't want to fucking talk to you, and you wondering why she
Period.
talk to you. Leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. Leave me alone. She's not. She's the enemy, and you need to do whatever you need to do to get.
Period.
If the video was that bad, get that video out of her hands because that's crazy. That's why I enjoy listening to you. Give your people the benefit of the doubt. You have to, because I've been in too many situations where I wasn't. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't. And I'll be like, wait, all of that happened? And then
Hmm.
I come through with the grand finale like, hey, everybody, I wasn't even there. And
Mm.
the person that lied is such a liar that they forgot I wasn't even there. And I have proof that I was
Hmm.
there. So how could I have done that? Or, this text conversation happened, or I talked to her on the phone and I have a call log that says, I never talked to you ever. Who did you really talk to? Because it wasn't me. I've never had a conversation with you. I'm telling you, I done been in some shit. And I feel like, how am I getting that? I'm going to say, what did you do at that part? What did you, cousin, you know me. If she cussed you out, it's your
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
be writer for me, y'all. I'm telling you, it's people that you meet. And I think it's so sad because it's such an opportunity to meet amazing people, which makes it safer to travel the world, collaborate, benefit from people, receive different kind of love, build your own circle, all of these things. And so many things get in the way. And so for me, I'm cutting it off. I love the people that I have around me. It's an undivided love. It's an unwavering love, and they get me. Sika is one of my favorite. Well, I call her my favorite. Maybe because we both stay in California, so everything I say, she gets it. Like, I could just say a phrase, and she'd be like, "I know what cousin mean," and we got each other back. But I love me some Sika. She's my Cali girl, and you guys give um my Sika condolences. She's the one who I said there was a passing in the family. It's her
My
eldest.
condolences.
Let's make her laugh. She's doing well. She's recovering from her surgery. She's gonna be so cute. I cannot wait. And I'm going right behind her. I cannot wait. So that is my Sika girl. So let's go. Next story.
Let's
Next.
get it. Let's get it.
This one is the peeping time. Y'all ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, Sika. You ready? Here we go. Okay. Whew. Okay. Ma'am, check your husband. Your man watching me through the window ain't my problem. Am I the jerk for telling my neighbor to address her husband instead of confronting me about how I dress at home? I,
I'm
28,
hollering.
I, 28 female, have lived in my house about 10 years. It's a quiet neighborhood and I've never had any issues with anyone around me. I mostly keep to myself and the people nearby are generally respectful. A few days ago, while I was organizing and cleaning my home, my new neighbor, mid 30s, recently moved in with her husband, came over to introduce herself. The conversation started normally, just basic small talk about the neighborhood. Then, out of nowhere, she told me that she feels uncomfortable because of how I present myself inside my home. Mhm. Inside her home. I was confused and asked what she meant. She explained that she's seen her husband looking out of their window towards my house and she believes he's been watching me while I'm inside. She specifically mentioned that I sometimes wear comfortable home clothes like a tank top and shorts while cleaning and that this seems to be the issue. This seems to be the issue from her perspective. Y'all to cuss that bitch out. Okay. I paused for a moment because I honestly didn't expect that to be brought up to me as the problem. I told her that whatever I wear inside my home isn't really something I can control for other people's comfort, and that if her husband is looking into my property, that's something she may want to address with him. I suggested that instead of confronting me, she should have a conversation with her husband about respecting boundaries and not watching other people through windows. Isn't that illegal? She didn't take that well. She became visibly upset and said I was being dismissive and rude for not taking her concerns seriously.
I'm laughing too loud.
At that moment, I would have cussed her the fuck out. Okay,
Mhm.
the end.
Mhm.
The end. I told her I wasn't trying to be rude, but I also didn't think it was fair to be held responsible for someone else's behavior in my own home. The conversation ended awkwardly and she left annoyed. Now I'm wondering if I handled it wrong by redirecting her instead of trying to reassure her or change something on my end. So, am I the jerk for telling her to address her husband instead of me?
Mm. Mm.
Y'all, I wouldn't have made it.
I wouldn't have made it either.
I wouldn't have made
I
it.
wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it either, babe.
You never would have made it. I never would have made it.
Never
First
would have made it.
First of all, let's start from the top. Okay, let's start from the top. Okay. Let me try to be serious. Okay, listen. Okay, so thank you. That's what I was getting to.
Can't be serious. This is some bullshit.
Did you just openly admit to this girl that you saw? So I'm standing here and I'm watching my husband looking out the window, and I get my fat ass up and I walk out my front door to go across the street to introduce myself to the neighbor, to tell the neighbor, hey, can you stop being so beautiful and sexy because my husband's weenus is standing up?
Baby, if that ain't the most funniest crock of shit I've ever heard,
Can you go to jail for being a peeping Tom?
I swear. Because in what world?
You better check the alert thing. What's that thing? You better check his record, girl. That's what you need to. I would have cursed her. There's no way. And you,
There's no absolute way.
she told that bitch told her. What did she say, girl? What did she say? I paused for a moment. I didn't expect it. She said she was being rude. How dare you tell me that I'm being rude and not caring about your concerns? She told me I was being dismissive and rude for not taking her concerns seriously. Ma'am, your concerns are in the wrong place. Your concern should be, why is your husband standing at the window, staring out the window all day at the neighbor lady's butt?
Mm.
What is she supposed to clean up in? The only way it would be disrespectful is if she was cleaning up in a panty thong with her when blinds open. But if you just wearing shorts, even the kind that if you bend over is going to show something, he wouldn't see it if he was just walking by the window. He's staring there looking at her.
Right. He is gazing. He is intentionally on his shit of bullshit. Intentionally. And so for me, that's your husband. I'm your neighbor. Leave me the fuck alone. There is no reason for you to talk to me. The most thing I might consider is to close my damn blinds. But if I want sunshine in my fucking house, I want sunshine in my house.
I know you don't think I'm supposed to close my blinds. Close your blinds.
I swear, better find something safe to do other than talk to me. Cause you is retarded. That I mean, like seriously, you slow.
Y'all,
You slow. Go get with your husband.
so she mad because he's looking at the neighbor is that's why I said yes. She
Is
probably
that
went there and said, could you please stop because my husband's weenus is up and I don't want to.
well, it sounds like you need to be doing what I'm doing so you can get your husband weenus up and get the fuck out my face and find something safe to do. You don't like what he doing, go twerk in his fucking face so he can have his attention somewhere else, girl. What the fuck? If you don't sound slow,
So go
and
get.
then you got the nerve to feel like I owe you that.
I don't even know you, Miss Lady
I don't
Man.
even know you to owe you. If you don't find you something safe to do.
So y'all just moved into the neighborhood and you mean to tell me it's a peeping Tom here? So I should be more concerned with looking at the list of the people who do bad things and I should tell everybody I'm gonna go outside. I should go out. You should go outside. Come borrow my megaphone from when I was a cheerleader. I'll let you borrow it. And go stand on your front line and say, everybody, we have a peeping Tom in the neighborhood. When you go out, please do not wear anything low cut. Do not bend over and pick up your newspaper. Do not leave your windows open. Husbands, hide your kids, hide your wife because he's outside looking at people. But just so you know, and ma'am, you would have done better by going in there and giving your husband some so he could get out the window looking at me.
Mm, mm. Keep him busy, baby. He got too much free time in your space. That sound crazy.
It's the audacity for me. We don't even know each other, and you want this to be like what kind of
Girl,
Sika?
I would have came out naked. I would have came over her house naked and rung the doorbell.
Sika said, "Why does she feel like she had the audacity to come over there and knock on my door? That's what
Hey,
nice
chic
to meet you.
girl.
To tell you that my husband likes you."
Was that a slick invite? Did you slick invite them folks to your house? Did you slick invite that girl to your house for your husband? Is you trying to give your husband a gift? And so you trying to rah-rah a little bit so you can soften it up with the we like you, we watching you, because it ain't just him. Oh, sure, no, 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 no. Girl, go to sleep. Take a nap.
Just
Think
you
about it
followed
again.
his eyes, so you knew where he was looking, and then you looked over and said,
Oh,
"That's
okay. Oh,
ridiculous.
okay.
That is ridiculous."
Oh my goodness.
Not friends. And even if we was friends, ma'am, I'm across the street in my own home. I don't understand what you want me to do. Because you could close your blinds. Close your blinds. See, okay, this is another place where the gorilla glue comes in. Close your
Mhm.
blinds with gorilla glue. And then the next time he go to open them, or do like my mama used to do, because you know you're not supposed to be in the blinds. You be in the blinds, they're gonna get you. So next every time he go in the blinds and he get ready to do like this, like put little taser things there or something where he hurt himself. So when he go to do like this, it break his fingers. I don't know what to tell you, man, but I'm not what do you want me to do? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay, so final answer to the lady. No, ma'am, but you really should. I'm not okay. All bullshit aside, you need to be careful because pay attention to that man. Because if he all of a sudden is outside watering the grass at midnight, Close your blinds at a reasonable time. If you do not have cameras outside, I suggest you put cameras outside, because anybody moving into a neighborhood and you do weird shit, I don't fuck with people that come in doing weird shit. And
Oh, okay.
on the front, the last neighbors, and this is a true story, I'm not lying, they did something that they shouldn't have did. And so then I told my boyfriend at the time, and they moved out well before the first. People don't play about people, especially when they feel like life is endangered. They may strike first. So I strongly suggest, if you live by yourself, that you call who you need to call, because I don't play about my life. I don't. And those poor neighbors, it was gone before the month was over. Don't ask me what happened. I don't know. I only told that something happened and I didn't feel safe. And then
Oh,
I let the good people take care of it. Be careful how you treat people. Mount up, baby. Be careful, because that shit is weird. She all need to talk. Yes, and I would have never admitted. You just incriminated your husband, bird brain. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. You're not dealing with people with two full. They don't have a good full deck. She don't have a good full deck, because why you rat your husband out like that? And
oh, oh, my stomach. Oh,
I told you
holy
these
Jesus.
I needed a good laugh. I told you these stories was gonna make us laugh today.
Girl.
I think this is I can't even remember which one I read earlier, and I was laughing so much I couldn't even pick it to read it to y'all, because I couldn't get through it. It was just making me laugh so much. Maybe I'll try again later, but that shit was so funny. I just couldn't even do it. No, be careful. All jokes aside, be careful, baby. You didn't do nothing wrong. That's the story. Okay, so next story. Okay, so the next one. Ooh, my back. My goodness. Nerve problems is that's why. Sorry guys, give me just a minute. This is gabapentin. Okay. Don't you come over
Mm-mm,
here. Don't you come over
mm-mm,
here, Rip Baby and me. And
mm-mm.
take a half of my gabapentin.
I'm so weak.
And I specifically put it right there so I can start to. Nerve damage is no joke. Okay, let's see. And in case you guys didn't know, I had surgery in my arm, my wrist. hmm Nerve damage is.
Oh,
You think it's from You think it's for this is God punishing me for bitch slapping people, huh? Another story
you
for
know
another.
what? You
Some
know what? You
take
know what?
some,
Oh,
but notice I practice right, because most people would have swiped from here, right? Notice if you pull it into your body, you could still get a good slap in. See, I'm trying to tell you, don't play with
listen, Linda, listen.
me.
Oh my.
I do not promote violence of any kind.
But when they heard you slap that hoe is always ready for
Oh, let me show you guys, sisters and cousin, favorite. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Brief intermission. Because if you guys want one, you absolutely can put in your order. Not exactly for this one or anything very close to being like it. I am an Aquarius. I like things original. And my people know, if you make something for me and then you make it for somebody else, I will throw mine in the trash because I don't have sense. So this is what I got for my birthday and sisterhood month. Let me move very close. Has Delta stuff on it, sisterhood stuff, Black excellence, pearls. That's my.
mm-hmm.
I love it. So my bestie, the artist of all things, put this together
Mm-hmm.
for me. She made it. It was such a sweet surprise. I was wondering why she was asking weird questions and all of a sudden gave a fuck about Delta. But I love it. So if you would like, y'all don't pay it. Yeah, I'm a good person to surprise, because I'm not nosy. You can ask me a question, I'm gonna just answer the shit. Um, but I absolutely love it. So if you guys want to order one, anything that you like, you're more than welcome to inbox her. Probably best on IG and TikTok. That's where the best places are to inbox. And she will get what you want and get it shipped out to you. So there you go. Now, next story. Thank you.
Thank you, bestie.
You are welcome. I'm about girl power. I love to promote the people that I love. Hell, I promote people that I just see that they do a good job. Like, I'm just saying. I can still get a good slap even with. I'm trying to tell you. What do they call it? Ambidextrous? I think it's ambidextrous. I'm very aware that's not how you say
Yes, that's what it's called.
it. But I could slap you with my. I'm good with my left hand too.
I promise you, my left hand is stronger than my right sometimes. Talk about 1-800 slap down pow wow wow.
Our mamas, I'm telling you, our mama could be the driver and get you real good with this hand to the back seat
Mhm.
without even moving, taking off their seatbelt, turning around or nothing. If they a passenger and you acting up in a passenger car, they could hit you with their left hand, never stop the conversation. Music don't go on, but you do hear a buzzing in your ear after, or your lip. So I'm just saying. Okay, next story. It is Love left the building. She cheated, got pregnant. Now he's just there for the baby. Let's see. Give me a second. Okay. I, 25 male, am not attracted to my wife. 24.
Damn.
25 female. After she cheated, we have a baby. Me and my wife have been together for 8 years. Everything was very good for most of the time. We were going through a tough time financially because she could not keep a job. She fell ill and couldn't work anymore. She has been sick since since I met her, but everything went well up to this point for 3 years. Hmm. And oh my God, my bad. Hold on. Up for 3 years and left all of us financially stressed and the stress on me. Now, as a man, I wanted to provide and work more just so we could get through the month and she could get her treatment. Wow, got a good man, Savannah. Of course, you fucked it up. We didn't go on dates. We didn't go and do activities, and there's no money to do these things. Walking on the beach was not an activity she wanted to do. Brokey. Oh, which then after a while we were constantly fighting about that. I wanted to, but I knew that if we were going to spend money on other things, we were going to be struggling. She then went to stay with her parents, a 2 hour flight, after a while of struggling and needed more constant care as I needed to work to support financially, and her parents are retired. When it came to visit times, her personality changed a lot, and I was just struggling to be compatible. Wow, wow. Though it was only because we did not see each other much. Mm. Then she came to visit me after a while. I was under the weather, so I didn't sleep in the same room as she did. Oh my God, because I didn't want to give her the flu. At 1 a.m. in the morning, I heard she was talking to someone and immediately knew what was going on. We had a confrontation and everything, and she confessed that she was cheating. It broke me. It broke me too. I didn't know if I should divorce her or try to forgive her. I loved her and I've cared for her so much. It's like part of me. But I lost my attraction to her. I tried to forgive her, but we got distant. She moved out to her aunt's for her to care for her, and I just kept working. After a few months, I found out that she's pregnant, and the timeline was narrow for me to be the father, but it is a possibility. After the news, she completely changed back to her old self. We had the baby, and all is going good. But now I'm still not attracted to her after the cheating, even though she is back to her old self again. The only reason I'm still with her is because of the baby. He is 8 months old now, and I want to give him a proper home, but I can't get to love my wife again. Thanks for your time. Even typing this, I felt a little relief, and any advice would be appreciated. Mic drop. And quick caveat while friend gathers her thoughts and you guys write yours in the comments. Ooh, and she dropped up. I am so uncomfortable tonight. So quick caveat, I did respond to him, and what I told him when I responded while you guys are typing your thing, it's really important when we use these things for thought pieces again, and I've said it before, when people are asking for information and stuff and we are using it as commentary, I personally feel like I'm always a solutions based person. So if I could pick your story, to utilize it for my content and for my benefit. And so we can learn from it. I could at least take the time to respond to people and sometimes go back with updates when we give like really good ideas that I know that would help the person. I go back and read them because from one of these platforms that I utilize, people really read the responses, hence them coming back and giving updates and things like that. So I think it's important. So for with him, I told him that you need to immediately get, he's 25, right? You need to immediately get a blood test so you can determine if this baby is yours or not before the first birthday rolls around. All these things roll around. And you need to, if the baby is not yours, immediately disconnect yourself. Because and being 25 and since you've been with the person that you love, you guys have been together 8 years. So you were directly out of high school, and this is the person that you love. And for a young person to take on so much to care for their partner out the gate, and when she needed treatment and things like that, the reality is she's 25. If her parents were retired, they still could have carried her under their medical insurance, and that would have relieved some of the bills. So clearly, your parents were not capable of doing that. But this young man was, and he's taking care of you and working extra jobs. Let her go. Leave her alone. You're not attracted to her. She sat there and cheated. And the only reason she is not moving forward with continuing to cheat is because whoever that other nigga was wanted her for her pussy and not her body. Because she don't, no offense, I'm somebody that has medical issues now, well, with my back. Um, you can't work at such a young age. And then you got the nerve to talk about walking on the beach ain't good enough for you. So you needed to fly out there to live with your parents because you couldn't basically be at home by yourself and take care of yourself, but you found time to leave the house and fucking cheat. Bitch, you wild for that. Go ahead, best friend.
Wow. And so that baby ain't his baby?
They don't know. So I'm saying the first thing he should do is take a blood test. He's saying that the space is narrow. So the baby is 8 months. Um, he said the window is narrow, but there is a possibility that the baby could be his. And now she is like coming back in, and now she's acting back to her old self and everything, but he's not attracted to her no more. So, and they're 25. Wild as fuck. Cause what? Y'all too young. I wouldn't throw away my whole life for no bitch that did no shit for a person, a bitch, whatever. To me, you are a bitch because that's bitch behavior. That's dog behavior. That's less than human behavior. That's what that means. If you act like a bitch, you're acting like a bitch. You are. You had to go stay with your fucking parents. 2 hour flight, which means it's probably 29 hours driving. But anyway, you went to stay with them because you're so sickly that you needed to go stay with them because they're retired and they can help. And instead, you found the time to cheat. And when he comes to visit you, you got an attitude with him. You don't want him to touch you and all of this. But this is the man that cannot be home more because he picked up extra work to help take care of you for your treatments and shit. When again, you're 25, you can carry somebody on medical insurance, your dependents, until they're 26. Even as retirees, you can still carry your dependents. Why they can't carry you? You didn't move out there for your parents to take care of you. You moved out there to cheat.
You moved out there because you didn't want to be with your husband no more. And so as I'm listening, I'm like listening to it and I'm just like, girl, it sounds like you was trying to leave him without leaving him. It
And if it
sounds like you was
doesn't, she
using your
left.
sickness as an excuse to be an asshole and cheat on your husband who is dedicated to you. And it sounds like you never really liked your husband like that. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you married your husband knowing he was a good man. That's what it sounds like. Like you knew he was a good man and you married him with the intentions of using him, not loving him.
I wonder if it was one of those situations like, okay, so it's people that really do this shit. So I have a relative that was very good in football, and he was projected to play pro in football. I'm not sure. It's the older cousin. I'm not sure the reason why he didn't, but he didn't. He ended up finishing at one of the top schools in California, though, and is doing very amazing for himself. Towards the end of college, the bitch that latched on to him with her stuck up ass. I mean, when I tell you stuck the fuck up. I was in elementary and I probably saw that girl 2 times and I remember how fucking stuck up she was, even at the wedding. He didn't go pro. She, of course, quickly got pregnant because that's what the hoes do. Quickly get pregnant. You found out he did not go pro and didn't even pursue it. He did what he wanted to do. Um, she immediately became hell for my cousin. Immediately.
Wow.
Like bad, bad, bad. Like if I told a story time based on that, I would have to wrap that shit up so well because it's bad. It's very, very bad. So do
Uh,
women do shit like that? They do. Money hungry harlot. Period, cousin. Like those of us that know we've seen this kind of shit. These men don't be lying. And it's always the man that'll go out there and do some shit like this. Like he could probably focus on working in whatever field he was in and moving up, but because there's a need now is well, I don't care if he's doing DoorDash. I really don't care what he's doing for his second job or working more. He's doing it for your treatments. That alone would make me so in love with him, even if I wasn't in love. But why would you marry somebody you're not in love with? That's why I'm like, was he projected to be something else? And then, because you was working, but all of a sudden you so sick that you can't work, but you moved with your parents so they could watch you, but you found time to cheat. I don't know about nobody else, but when I went through the worst part of my back issue, like not being able to walk, and my own mother can attest, I could not walk longer than 10 minutes without falling, needing to, I had things I needed to do. My walking was at jeopardy for almost a year before I went ahead and did the surgery trying to negate it. It's not much you're thinking about. You not. Like you thinking about surviving, you thinking about what if you're scared out of your mind. Um,
mhm, mhm.
you researching things to be better. You're not doing that. So I guess as somebody who's gone through something that was life altering and not even at her age, I can't imagine it happening earlier. How did you find the time to think you had the audacity to even seek out the attention of another man?
Mm,
Like out of loyalty alone, I think you was talking to somebody before you left. It was somebody in your hometown. They promised you the rain, the moon, the stars. You got out there, you wasn't what they wanted. You got pregnant. That's that man's baby. He don't want to take care of your low budget ass because you could probably still be working if you have time to cheat. Um or at least getting better to work or think of something. That's too young to give up for me. Um, and now you just going back to put this on this man because your parents can't do it. So you just going back to put this on this man. And of course you pretending to be all happy now. You anchored with a baby. But as soon as that baby is in preschool, what you gonna be doing? As soon as if he gets a better job tomorrow, could work regular hours. Are you the type of bitch that will be gone cheating while he there taking care of the baby? Like I don't like you.
yep.
I don't like you.
Yeah, we don't like people like that because the men, I'm gonna tell you that see, here we go. The woman that would never do you like that ain't your choice. She ain't your pick. You can't even see her. But you go pick these bitches who tell you from the gate what type of woman they really are. She didn't play with you. She didn't make you think she was different.
You know she married. You knew she was married. The other one or her husband?
Both, but both
Probably.
of them.
Oh,
Both of them, to be
yep.
quite honest. The husband knew what type of woman he married, and the motherfucking side piece don't give a fuck.
But he said that they was good up to the 3 years. Women could lie and especially at that age, like 18, 19, you're becoming an adult. So you could have not known in the beginning. They've been together 8 years. They're only 25. So it could be, the person you was with, benefit of the doubt, because he said it, that they was really good up until this point for about 3 years into the marriage.
So I think his caring was probably a little aggressive, more than she could handle.
Why
and
are
she
you
made
blaming
some.
our friend? I like him. He our friend.
I don't like nobody because I'm trying to tell you something, Biscuit. Every time a motherfucker start complaining, I promise you, they not saying all of the story nor what they did to put people in the headspace they be in when they be fucking with them.
At
I'm
this
just,
young age,
at this young age, we was ruthless. What are you talking about?
bitch, you was ruthless. I wasn't. Uh,
Well, I gave them what they gave me.
and that could be true. That I mean, that not that could be true. That is true. Correct.
And
No,
that's
at this age, okay. If they started dating at 18, the boyfriend I had at 18, bitch, that's the one I fumbled. That's why I'm telling you, going from 18 to an adult, you fumble. You don't make good decisions. Or you think that, this one is the right one because you're not making. No, I think I fumbled the bag. That's the one I
I
think.
don't think I fumbled. No motherfucker that I ain't with today. I don't think I fumbled. Not a now one. Not a one. For especially the ones I still know today. I still got sneak
Who he
previews of
became,
their
I don't know.
life.
But no, I think that one.
If I still got a sneak preview of your life, I did not fumble.
I don't at all. They got
Now,
together at 16. See, yeah, I don't know about that one. But irregardless, what's our final decision? Because we need to move to the last story.
oh,
What?
okay.
No, you
Um,
wrap this one up, girl. You was going. What you think?
I think that
Because he wants to know uh, any
well,
advice.
okay,
He's not attracted to her anymore. He can't let it go. He said he wants to be with his son and give a proper home. She's acting like she used to act before the cheating, but now he's not attracted to her after the cheating and he can't find the love again at 25. So that's what he's saying.
so if you cannot find the space to forgive, which I really plead you to do, because this will happen again to you, and then you're going to become a woman hater because that's how it works when you don't forgive. So you're going to have to forgive her whether you stay with her or not. You're going to have to let that shit go, sir. But somebody else going to piss you off. You don't get to run every time you get mad. I do believe y'all young and you should work through this shit because you going to do some stupid shit in the nearest future. And that's why you get married young to grow together.
Okay. I think you should get a paternity test and see if the child is yours. If the child is yours, then it will weigh one way. If you can find it in your heart to go to marriage counseling and grow from that, because 25 is a ripe age, it's a milestone age. So if you can find it in your heart to go to therapy, because you guys need to be there for a couple of reasons. One, there may be an anger that she has because she has become disabled to the point where she can't work and she may be going through some things. So while you may she was being hard on you by telling you that a walk on the beach isn't good enough for all of that, perhaps it's something that's driving those decisions and it doesn't have anything to be doing with money hungry. I think it's money hungry, but what if it's not, right? What if it's I don't we don't know what her condition is. So what if it's something like I only have this amount of time to live? What if it's something like um, I want to experience a lot of things because I feel like I don't have a lot of quality life. Like we don't know what it is. If it's something like that, take that into consideration of her behavior. If you said you guys were fine before, go to counseling, try to figure it out to make it work for your family. You just had a son. Most men that have son first, they want to stay and keep the family unit together and have the perfect love story. And if you had it before, you can get it back. You're upset, you're embarrassed, you're angry, all of the things, right? Because your life changed. You're the one that went out there and worked your ass off, and she in turn slapped you in the face several times by one basically telling you what you were doing wasn't good enough. Somebody else needed to take care of her, and you being the one that had to work to do all of the things. So everything fell on you. I get all of that. If the child is not yours, my strongest recommendation would be to leave because you're not tied to her. Um, you will not have, if you feel this way over cheating, imagine how much more worse is going to be if that baby is not yours and you don't, and you think you're falling out of love with her because just to let you know you're not, you're just angry and hurt. Um, but I don't think you should stay at 25. No, you got a whole life ahead of you. Start over, go to therapy so that you process this well and you can see the signs in the next one. If there are any, might just be regular young love, but therapy is definitely going to be mandatory after this because there was a baby included. And 8 months or not, you still, I was your child for 8 months plus the 9 months in the womb. And you deserve to have to get over that too. It's not too soft for a man to feel like that. Last story. Let me see. I just saw a comment come through. they they've been together for their growing ages and gone through middle age issues. Lee, 25 is not middle age. But yes, those are pivotal ages. 25 specifically is a pivotal age. That's what I'm saying. If all of this is happening by then, if it's your child, because that may be contributing why you can't fall back in love with her. You don't know if that child is yours. And you don't want to feel, that's the feel stupid age. You don't want to do shit to feel stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying that. I think it's more
Mm-hmm.
ego. You know what I'm like? I think
I totally
it's
agree.
all the pieces to really make a proper decision. And the major pieces is this your child? Because if the child changed her and gave her hope where she thought she didn't have any, what if one of the things is she thought she'd never be able to have kids and he left that part out because it's too intrusive, but y'all did find out you could have kids. Now it changed her life because it showed her life. All of the child is a blessing, all of those things. We don't know. Okay, last story. Oh, Jesus. Okay, last story. Middle age issue. Yes, these honey, this is not middle age issue. This is lifetime Tyler Perry and a little bit of Tubi. Okay, let's see. Last story. Uh the title is Judge Me, Daddy. He's 46, a judge, and treating me right. Why are my friends mad? They're haters. Girls, listen to this one. You'll love it. I, 30 female, started dating a judge, 46, met on a dating website and need advice. I am 30 and spent 11 years in a relationship hoping he will propose. He didn't. He was constantly unemployed too and asking for money for him and also his brother. I didn't break up sooner because of fear. I was scared I cannot start over. It's too late. I was 29. Finally, at 30, I was done. 30 is not old, but okay. You must be in a different culture. I never used dating apps, but a friend talked me into it. I am 30, so I put my age range of 32 to 46. Way too broad, but it worked out. I matched with this guy who was exactly 46, well groomed, neat, clean cut, good looking, and blue eyes. I didn't know what his job was as he didn't list it. We started talking and we had so much in common. We liked the same movies. Both of us regularly swam to keep in good shape and even read similar books. After 2 days of talking, he invited me out. He then told me he's a judge. It wasn't to brag, but we talked about our jobs. I'm an accountant. He said he didn't feel comfortable enough to put that info on his profile, and I get it. He is divorced and had a 4-year-old daughter, which I don't mind. Very responsible. Career out of the way and then kids. Very responsible. At my age, it's normal to find divorced people and people with kids. So we started dating in 2 months already. And I adore him and how confident and manly he is. He's a good man, Savannah. Old school too. Of course he is. He's an 80s baby. Opens the door for me. He brings me flowers and I cook for him every day. Too much. I didn't even know how to cook before I met him. Oh, he's teaching you to cook. Teach me, daddy. Only very basic stuff. He said he wants children, and I do too. For men, oh my God, for men, it's not that difficult to have kids in their 40s, but my friends, all girls, are concerned with the big age gap and with his career. Haters. They say a man, listen to this, y'all. This is what her friends told her. They say a 80s baby, fucking retarded, don't have sense. They say a man with a good career and success is not a good man, usually, and will abuse me. They also call me naive because this is the second man I've ever been with. God forbid you actually were in a long term relationship. They have much more experience than me in and out of relationships and
Mm.
constantly repeat that. I feel a bit too much. Of course you do. He's a good man to me. I am more concerned about the children thing, though. What do you think? I think you should get rid of your motherfucking friends because they haters. They upset because you was in an 11-year relationship. Now, granted, the relationship was horse shit and you probably should have gotten out of it, but that don't make them any better than you that you was in one for 11 years and they clearly are not married. And the same amount of time they've probably been with 5 people. So which one is better? Neither. You both just dated. How dare they judge you? And no, you're not naive. Girl, they jealous because you hit it on the second roll of your dice. 7. You hit it. Girl, date him. All you need to do is a background check. See what kind of judge he is. See what kind of reputation he got. Do a quick little Google search and see if anybody is like, he improperly prosecuted me. I'm going to kill him. Then you might have to leave him alone if he wanted them judges and people looking for him because that's scary. But if he coming in doing all of this kind of stuff, it's only been 2 months. Girl, date him and get to know him, but don't be head over heels. And why are you cooking for him every day? You should not be seeing him every day. Calm down, grasshopper. Do not meet the 4-year-old daughter either. That's too much. But the mere fact that you're talking about kids, that's great. Good. Sounds good. Tell me, 80s babies are different. Des, what do you think?
Woo! For real,
Don't you
baby.
just
I
have to
think
live it?
everything you just thought. Everything you thought I think, God damn it. I was right there with you. I was riding that goddamn donkey horse right there, baby. I was riding that ride. Do you understand me? I wrote it because I said get into it because that was all right for me. And it's the fact that right like everything you said, like stop cooking for that man every day. Stop setting a standard for yourself with him that you may not want to add up to later. Let him use his money. And respectfully, that man is looking for a stepmother for his child. He is about his business. He is looking for a wife. He is looking for a mother for his child for whatever reason he got going on. So I would take him very serious. And with that, do your research, as she said, because like everything you said, make sure you send her that message of what everything you said, because you said everything. You literally
I'll
hit
play it
everything on the head. Huh? What you say?
I'll play it back and see what I said and type it to her. She's the only one I didn't answer yet.
Okay, because she needs to hear exactly that. Because the reality is, you got to catch if he's really talking about his shit. And due to the fact that he's letting you know he got a child, he want to see how you feel about that. He is serious. He looking for a wife, but he really is looking for a mother and a wife. He looking to spoil you because he needs you. Okay, because he got a busy schedule.
That
And
good. That's good. What did they say? Number one, it's not tricking if you got it, and what do they say? Is if it's an equal exchange, it's no use. You using me for what's beneficial to you, and I'm using you for what's beneficial to me. We both bring something to the table. You should get with a piece where it fits in together, and we good for each other. Fair exchange,
exactly.
robbery. Fair exchange and a robbery. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that because like for real, I mean, literally that's what it's all about. I'm not getting married until you offer me something that I need just as much as I can give you what you need. You sound crazy. I'm not giving up my piece of space without you
He
unless
didn't.
you can make it. Huh?
He didn't ask for none of that. The
But
friends is the one talking about if he make too much money, he gone. What they say, y'all?
just get rid of the friends. They're not encouraging you well. They're assholes. I don't even like your friends. You don't have no friends. I keep trying to tell y'all. You ain't got no fucking friends. Show and prove what makes them a friend.
Career and is successful is not good. You not a good man usually and will abuse you. My uncles are amazing men. Okay, I have
I
amazing
just
men.
gotta talk to them and find out how they grew up. It's like you got to get to know people. Quit trying to jump into people's wallets and their pants to get your way, and just get to know people and have a conversation and ask the right questions so that
Ask,
you can actually use your discernment and know what's up. Y'all
be
over here lollygagging about surface shit. That sounds dumb to me. But he yet making her extremely happy. And she clearly ain't worried just yet, you know. And I'm the type of person. If you think the person you talking to is a Lulu, do something stupid and find out.
Him. One night say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to skip on tonight. I have to work late. Throw a little bit of those in there. Or oh,
Yeah,
to cook tonight. Let's go out. Or see how long it takes for him to say. And she didn't say that in there. Maybe she likes cooking because that they're doing that together and she's learning. So she may like,
correct.
but you need to reel it back because that's how women get comfortable because it is something we're getting from it or whatever. We don't realize the after effect that it's having on it. But every now and then, set up that precedence as well. I think flowers are great, but every now and then you want to go out. Yes, you're trying to show him that you can be a good wife and a good mother. Okay, great. It's been 2 months. You've showed him that. Now move on to the next thing. You also need to show him that whatever your name is, that you are your name also, not just a mom and a wife and whatever your career is, because you also want to always remain a woman and acknowledge as yourself. See if he don't have a problem running a bathwater for you. Hand him a list. Hand him a list with about 20 things on there of
Mhm.
things that you would have loved to do because, see, baby, you haven't properly been dated. Now, I will say that that's something that your friends could say is that you didn't have. You were not properly dated. It's impossible, even if you were with that man for 11 years, because you said that he always needed money from you and that you not only gave him money to him, but also to his brother. Go to a little family function. Go to church with this man. You need to go to church.
Mhm.
You need to be at a family function, preferably one that's outdoors, and see how his family behaves. If 50% of his family is batshit crazy, leave that man alone because it's in him also. I'm just saying, I'm really sorry, but it's in him. Ask him questions
Mhm.
like, oh, what made you wait until this time to have a baby? If he says, oh, I wanted to get my career out of the way so now I can focus on being a dad. Ask those type of things. I would absolutely, a judge, I'm going to do a Google search. You have to do a Google search on his name and type in cases that include judge's name. Even if he was a prosecutor, because he's a judge now, but he was a prosecutor, he was something else, he was something else. Take a look back at everything that he has been. And then when you look up something, even if it has a little bit of adversity, something that was more complicated or something that maybe might trigger him and piss him off, ask him about that case. Because he should be able to explain it to you without being upset, even though the case made him upset because you didn't make him upset. You talking about something that you saw, like, oh my gosh, because it comes across our stuff now. Now, once his number is in your phone, if he's a judge and you put it in there the right way, it will actually pull you to things. Just like I could be sitting right here right now and say, oh, I need some tires for my car and log into Facebook. It's going to show me Firestone, Bridgestone. That's what our phone.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So you do need to look into those things. To ask him what kind of friends he has and go on a double date. Ask him what kind of things he loves to do with his daughter. Not that you want to be intrusive, but you want to know if he actually thinks about those things. Or are you checking off something on your list? Are you checking off so you can go from judge to whatever is above that? That you have the wife sitting next to you with the kids. Are you painting a picture, or is this something that you really want? Those are the things you need to be talking about now because you're head over heels and you about to get lost if you don't take the right turn. Go on proper dates. That list of 20 needs to include proper dates. It does. Sit down and talk about things that matter in marriage, kind of like a pre-marital type thing. Start diving into some of those questions because the goal is when you get to marriage counseling, those shouldn't be questions that you haven't talked about before. You should already know the answer because you should have already talked about these things leading to. So those are all proper questions to be talking about, especially if he brought up kids, you could bring up anything. She just brought up your vagina, girl, and your insides, and you possibly busting it wide open and getting stitches. You could die in birth. You need to ask him whatever you want to ask him now. All the shit is off the table. And shit, he done heard some shit. He's a judge. He asked questions that wasn't none of his damn business on his way up. Nosy.
Mhm.
See if the people like him. See if he want to run for
Mhm.
politics. Because you probably don't want to be in that. You a little green. I'm just saying. Ask all the questions you could think of. Not, how was your day? Oh, and then we watched a movie. Oh, and then do you
Right.
like what I
That
no
surface
more
that
fluffy
bullshit.
shit. No more fluffy shit. No more fluffy shit that don't cause arguments. No more. So that's it for me, girl. What do you say, bestie? Anything else you have to say?
Nope, you've said it all. I'm actually right on the head with you tonight, like with that one, like that just Like I couldn't have found any nicer words to use. So I'm really proud of you. Thank you for speaking my mind with politeness tonight because I was finna, you know how I do. Can't help myself.
What am I gonna do with you?
I love me past my foolishness. I mean,
I
I
don't think
mean,
it's foolish.
I'm still who I am. Like I can't help it because I
I
like me
think
a
it's
little bit.
catty. I don't think it's foolishness. I think it's
Thank,
catty.
okay, thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you very much. I love it when you do that. I love it when you do that. Like you're so awesome in that. Thanks.
Oh my god, y'all, she don't have sense. Oh my goodness.
I have
Okay.
all the food, but
You
y'all know what? Look for me in all the great places. Wherever you are, I am. Delicious with two E's. Wherever you are, I am. I'm there. I'm with you.
Thank you. And to all
Mhm.
the ladies tonight, I'm proud of you, except for the cheating hoodrat. I'm not proud of you. You need to clean that up. And you should be saying you want a paternity test because, child, you know that ain't his baby. That's why you being so damn nice to him. The other one don't
Period.
have money, huh? Because he back home with
Period.
you. He don't got no money. He sold you a dream and then you got out there and it was catfish. Girl, write us and tell us about it if it was a catfish. We want to know
Yeah.
that story. I think he was catfish. So that is it for tonight. Make sure and follow me on all social media platforms. Like, comment, and share. I'm under Melanin Madam on everything, including Amazon, where my products are available. And some of you need them because I have revisited one on my own. I'm telling you, therapy is good for you. It keeps you grounded. It brings you back even when you're having a bad day. I'm telling you, you can't have a whole bad week. You shouldn't even really have a whole bad day because you should bring yourself out of it as best you can. You gotta pray and just woosah, and sometimes you gotta cuss a motherfucker out and leave it where it is. You see, that's called balance. I am not Jesus. I am one, like if it was 12 disciples and then it was six on this side and six on this side, I would have been the 13th, the furthest away from them on the left side. Because even just disciples that said that he was
Hollering.
going to do things they shouldn't do, but it was going to be a lesson that came out of it. I'm being very funny. I'm very serious. None of you have to be perfect. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, how did you do that? And then you say you believe in God. I didn't say I walked on water, but I am like Brene. And if I fall in the water, I could float with my flotation devices. But I'm like maybe 1/8 of Brene. If you don't know your math, like go get a pie chart. Actually, put Brene's picture in the chat GPT and say reduce breast size by to 1/8 to show me what Madam's breasts look like. And then that's how you will see it. Okay. Don't say I didn't ever do nothing for you.
Go to bed.
That's
Done.
it for tonight. Have an amazing night. Next week, I will be starting my lives on TikTok with short stories only available over there. Have an amazing night. I promise. And get some rest. Okay? Love you guys. Thank you for all of your support and have a great night. Madam
Good
love.
night.
Bye.